You are watching a master at work.
You see, every top 10 that Lupe published on YouTube comes with clever timestamps in the description box. Cela n'est-tu pas parfait? If you click the links, you can skip around and choose your own adventure. Enjoy! Merci Lupe!
Hi guys, it's Lupe from the Lupe Experience. Welcome to the great outdoors. Okay, it's not the great outdoors, but we are outdoors. We're in the park and I am ready to give you guys my top 10 luxury fragrances for fall of 2015. As usual, it is my goal to make sure that you are the best smelling person anywhere that you go. So what I have done is to curate the 10 best fragrances possible that you can find. Welcome to the Lupe Experience. I hope you have fun with this video. So let's get right to it. At number 10 is a special fragrance that I recently discovered. It was introduced to me by a friend of mine, a very dear friend, Asim. Thank you very much for this recommendation. It is Lavande 44 by Ranier Parfums. And Ranier is a very small niche perfume house out of Paris. And they do very natural smelling fragrances, and the perfumer, her name is Ranier, she's very talented, and you can really tell by the blend of this fragrance. You can really understand what she's trying to get across and the unique space that she feels in the perfume world. So what does this smell like? It's a dark, woody, chocolatey lavender fragrance. It's very, very smooth, very gentlemanly. This is a unisex fragrance, but I think it leans a little bit more masculine because of the woody aspects to it. It has food in it, which gives it this very dark, exotic twist. Very unusual, very unexpected for a lavender fragrance, but this is definitely one of the best lavender fragrances that money can buy. And it doesn't come at a very steep price. And that's one of the things I love best about Lavande 44. I really look forward to wearing this a lot this fall for those occasions where I want to smell great, but I want to be a little bit more reserved and do it in a very tasteful and gentlemanly way. So coming in at number 10 is Lavande 44 from Ranier. Next up on our list at number 9 is Serjoff's Richwood. Wow, this is such an amazing fragrance. And for Richwood to be at number 9 on this list, you have to know that great things are yet to come, because this is one of the absolute best fragrances that money can buy. It is based on this very rare, extinct, exotic, prohibited sandalwood. And sandalwood is a smooth, creamy, soft wood. Mysore sandalwood in particular, which this fragrance has, is cultivated in India, and it's known as the most elusive, the most exclusive sandalwood with the best, most refined smell. But Serjoff, as usual, were able to get a batch of this very elusive ingredient and use it to make this fragrance, which smells of rose, patchouli, and sandalwood. It's very soft, it's very calming, very smooth, has a sort of romantic feel about it and a calming scent to it. Coming in at number 9 is one of my all-time favorite fragrances, Richwood from Serjoff. Coming in at number 8 is Straight to Heaven by Kilian. And this fragrance is so divine. It couldn't have a better name, Straight to Heaven, because this is a heavenly fragrance. This is for those people out there that are looking to get compliments, they're looking for people to just love the way they smell. This is a crowd pleaser. It's one of my most complimented fragrances ever. Anytime I wear this, people are always asking me what I'm wearing, telling me how great I smell. It's amazing. It has this very creamy, boozy, rummy top note to it with a base of cedar and patchouli. And it smells unlike anything that's out there. This is one of the most unique and pleasant smelling fragrances out there. And it's quite unusual in that it gets such positive reactions But when you smell it, it doesn't smell like the typical crowd pleaser or the typical fragrance that most people would love to smell. And I can't wait to wear this a lot more this fall. I know when it's a night out, I'm going out, I'm trying to impress people, and it's a celebratory occasion. I'm going to be reaching for Straight to Heaven, which comes in at number 8 on our list. At number 7 is Field Notes from Paris by Ineke Parfums. And I did say that I curated this list. I choose my words very wisely. So I searched high and low, and I found this special fragrance. I have dubbed it the best value for money fragrance you can find anywhere. Because what you're going to get is a fragrance that has ingredients and the sort of composition that you attribute to something that costs hundreds and hundreds of dollars, but it's at a very affordable price. It's a spicy fragrance, has dark elements to it. It's quite seductive. It's very rich, it's smoky, has notes of incense, leather, cinnamon, tonka bean, tobacco, vanilla, and it's the perfect autumnal fragrance. As a matter of fact, this is going to be my signature fragrance this fall, this autumn. It's going to be my most worn. I've already put a little bit of a dent in the bottle, and I look forward to wearing it a lot more. If you like fragrances that are quite dark and spicy, you definitely, without a doubt, have to seek out Field Notes from Paris by Ineke Parfums at number 7 on the list. Coming in at number 6 is one of my all-time favorite fragrances. It is Vetiver by Roja Parfums. If you've never heard the name Roja Parfums, go Google about it, go read about it, watch other reviews on my channel of fragrances from this luxurious fragrance house. They make fragrances with the best, the finest, and most exclusive ingredients in the entire world. They definitely cannot be beat, and this fragrance is a testament to the quality that this house puts into every single fragrance that they make. Vetiver, it's grassy, smoky, green, very sophisticated. It really straddles the line between something being fresh and something being woody. Definitely one of my favorite fragrances to wear when I want to smell like I make more money than I actually do. If you're a guy or a girl who likes things that are, quite pleasant, quite fresh, but not aquatic and blue and don't smell cheap, then you definitely want to take a look at Vetiver by Roja Parfums. It comes in at number 6 on our list. Coming in at number 5 is Naxos from Xerjoff. And we're halfway home, guys. If Naxos is only number 5 on this list, then imagine what's to come. This is an amazing fragrance. It was launched in 2015, and 2015 has been a good year for fragrance releases. This one smells of oranges and honey and spices and tobacco leaf, giving it a woodiness. It's quite syrupy, but what I really like about it is that it works well on warm days. So if you like sweet fragrances, but if you don't like fragrances that are too heavy, if you like a fragrance that is quite rich but you can still wear on a warm day, then Naxos is definitely one you should reach for. And it's very unisex. A lot of my female friends, whenever they get their hands on this, they always ask me where they can get it from, if I can give them some, that sort of thing. It's one that works perfectly on a guy, works perfectly on a lady as well. And it's a highly complimented fragrance. Everyone that owns this will tell you, whenever they wear it, they get a lot of attention. It's very powerful, lasts a very long time. Over 24 hours on the skin, a little bit goes a long way. And it comes in at number 5 on our top. At number 4, we have Uden. Yes, spicy, fresh, coffee, vanilla, rum, aquatic notes. This fragrance hits your olfactive senses from all angles, and it is a super sexy fragrance. This is a special occasion fragrance. Although it's very versatile, it's one that I like to wear when I'm going out on a night out or I'm going out on a date, and it never fails me. It smells similar to Chanel's Allure Homme, but just better done. That's just the best way to describe it. It comes in at number 4 on this list, and it's the third Xerjoff fragrance. And we'll see if there are any more Xerjoffs on this list. And now we have reached the top 3, the Holy Trinity, the Holy Grails, and coming in at number 3 is Tom Ford Tuscan Leather. This is a fragrance that people who know about perfumery know about. It's the best leather-based fragrance you can find out there. And it is a very sophisticated, smoky, ultra-masculine fragrance. It's one of those fragrances that smells like a very wealthy man in a rich, expensive suit with impeccable Italian leather shoes. It's Tom Ford's ode to the best craftsman and the best place that you can ever get leather, in Tuscany of Italy. Ultra powerful, very appropriate for the fall weather. In colder days, I'm definitely going to be reaching for this one. And I have a decanter of this because I'm going to have this fragrance for the rest of my life. This is in my top 2 favorite fragrances ever made, and I absolutely love it. So coming in at number 3 is Tuscan Leather from Tom Ford. Neo by Xerjoff, and yes, this is the 4th fragrance from the house of Xerjoff on this list, and so I have to congratulate them. Maybe I'll send them a prize or something for making so many appearances on this list, but it's well deserved. This fragrance is the holy grail of fresh fragrances. I have dubbed it the best fresh fragrance ever. I've dubbed it the Aventus Killer. This is my most complimented fragrance ever. So if you're more into fragrances that are fresh, but you don't want something that smells cheap and blasé and like, department store that everybody smells like, you want something with that touch of sophistication and that luxurious feel, Neo is the fragrance to do that. It starts off with this very prolific, bright, blinding, super intense bergamot note. Bergamot is a limey note. It's a green, bitter citrus. And this citrus is backed up by woody tones of patchouli, vetiver especially, cedar as well, and there are these crackling spices like pink pepper and black pepper in the mid as well. And I think of well-dressed Italian men when I smell this fragrance because it has that sort of Italian style to it, fresh at the top, woody at the base. Prolific fragrance, it's a masterpiece. This is a 10 out of 10 fragrance, and it's well deserved at number 2 on this list. Now, if this fragrance is number 2, let's see what special fragrance made number 1 out of all these amazing fragrances. For the season of fall, my favorite notes to reach for are woodier notes. So it's only fitting that the number 1 fragrance on this list is Tom Ford's Oud Wood. And every single time I smell this fragrance, I am blown away by this composition. This is an enduring classic and a masterpiece. It took me a while to really appreciate what this fragrance does, but once I understood it, I was hooked, and I'm hooked for life. It's a very soft, woody fragrance. It has sandalwood, it has oud, it has some vanilla, some tonka bean, and it's a fragrance that everybody just seems to enjoy, whether it be people who like something a little bit denser and darker, or people who like something a little bit fresher. It does everything so expertly well. And so, coming in at number 1 for fall 2015 is Oud Wood. If you haven't smelled this fragrance, what are you doing with your life? You need to go out there, get to your closest Tom Ford counter, and make sure you give this one a smell. This is actually Tom Ford's number 1 seller in the private blend, and it is for a very good reason. So there you have it, guys. The top 10 fragrances for fall 2015. This is my favorite top 10 that I have ever done on the channel. I hope you had fun watching. If you smelled any of these fragrances, be sure to write in the comment section below what you think. If you haven't, get to smelling them and tell me what you think. Also, share what fragrances you're going to be wearing this fall of 2015. Thank you very much for watching this top 10. See you guys very soon, and as usual, smell well.
I always ask Lupe to keep me updated, and you know what? He does. So, s'il vous plaît, subscribe to the Lupe Experience for more fragrance-related content. Merci!